description I gave about the fact that technology in movie making and bringing it here is amazing, right? I mean, the amount it's technology used. But do you believe that what I said also was true, that the person who comes to see a movie is pretty much on his own?
Yeah.
If that could be changed, is that something that excites you?
Well, I think, yes, certainly. I think if that can add to the experience of a moviegoer, then certainly it will be something that will be, yeah, sure. It will be something that will be very dynamic for the moviegoer. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Ajay, we spoke a little bit before we started this entire thing, and I said that if you can actually break that barrier, and you're about to do it, and we'll know a little bit more about it with something called PVR Privileges, what is most exciting about what you bring? Because loyalty programs for people is already something very old school in terms of airlines, in terms of where you go and buy your grocery. What is it that you think you're bringing that will revolutionize this?
I don't know about revolutionizing, but I think that it's a very one-sided affair. People come, watch a movie, buy popcorn, Pepsi, and then they go home. And I think there is no gratification, and there's no effort of knowing what really happened. I mean, it just came and went back. So I think if they enroll into this program, we'll be able to know exactly what they like, what they don't like, what their patterns of behavior are, which shows do they like to come to, where do they like to sit, what type of movies they want to see. But I think it can become more engaging, and just now it's a one-sided affair, as I said, so now we can actually
understand the viewer's mind
a lot. And as I was mentioning earlier, we already have AI, Aamir Khan intelligence here, which is something that can't be replicated by any machine. But otherwise, I think what we've seen in some developed markets like South Korea especially, that if you get all this data, the work just started, and if you get lots and lots of people giving us exactly what they like, what they don't like, actually trends get something that exhibitors can share with the industry, that these are the type of movies that people like, these are movies that they didn't like, why they didn't like. So lots of trends come out, and which can be very useful, I feel.
How about movie-going habits?
Movie-going habits is what I was thinking.
Because, for example, if I am part of this, and I, give a feedback to the theatre saying that let's not have cell phones in the theatre, yeah, बहुत disturbance on the theatre.
Correct.
So if you realize that more and more people are saying that, then you can even
absolutely.
You could have a no mobile phone cinema show. How many people would like that? Now be honest, listen, all of you are complete addicts, okay? So if I take away your phone before you walk in, most of you will really, really not like it. So be honest about that. But he spoke about something about trends. Would you like that feedback, or would that be in some way, I mean, would you want to know that's the trend and therefore customize even the content, or would you rather not?
I would like to know the trend. I don't think I would, the kind of person I am, I don't think I would like to be affected by it, because I'd like to follow my own instinct as a creative person, and it's very important to me to be excited about what I'm making, and often I have actually picked subjects which are not part of the trend, which are not part of any trend, which, a film like Tare Zameen Par you would have not imagined being made, which a film that we made together. So I like to surprise myself and surprise the audience, and I think that's one very important aspect of storytelling, that you give something unexpected to people. So trends, it's good to know the trends, and I don't know how personally I would like to use it, but maybe other filmmakers would like to use that knowledge.
Sanjeev, one of the staggering numbers that came up today that I learned, I don't know how many of you know it, so this could be an interesting part of the story, is that 80 million people walk through PVR cinemas every single year. That's a huge number of people. And yet you're saying you're about to learn about this. Now the learnings could be something so dramatically different, something that you've never even thought of before, right? Tell me the one or two features that really excite you, that you could change life for these 80 million people as cinema viewers. What's exciting you?
Changing lives, I don't know.
Movie life.
As I said, I think with the analytics and artificial intelligence and predictive intelligence, I think there's a lot that we can know about the customer. At a very simple level, what we've done in director's cut is also learnt about their dietary preferences. So a lot of people have diabetes or they're gluten allergic. So we can customize menus for them. We can customize menus which favor their dietary requirements. There's other things we can do with senior citizens, for instance, if they need some special assistance. There's something we can do with the kids, for instance. So there's so many segments, different segments who have different requirements. And more we get to know about them through this membership program, through data analysis, through analytics. I think we can customize their movie-going experience and make it more hindrance-free. So there are certain hindrances, as you said, mobile phone or other hindrances which they feel are there when they make a plan to go watch a movie. We can remove all of that. Example.
All right, so I'm going to ask you a question about that entire thing that you're saying, the data analytics. So if I'm a person that almost always watches a movie with children, it's a very easy machine learning or AI. You'll have that information without me wanting to give it to you. I don't need a feedback form. You'll know that mostly children's movies and always with 2 more, right? Yeah. Is that something that you'll be able to customize from that point onwards, that that's the relevant information I get every single time instead of, a mass market SMS that doesn't tell me too much? Would you be able to customize to that point?
Yeah. Right now, of course, I think it seems our communication is slightly more mass because we're still collecting data. We only have about 26,000 customers. As we roll this out more officially now and more aggressively. So I think the idea is to be able to target you individually and send you an email or an SMS or a communication and basically incorporate your habits as a moviegoer and therefore tailor make it to your preferences.
Okay. Kamal, mainly for smartphone users, because the app is really the magic sauce in this, right? That's the one that will make you know more about every single person. What about all those people that have never bought an online ticket, never used a smartphone, never used an app? Are they left out of this brilliant ecosystem, or are they also inclusive?
Yeah, so the loyalty program would be best experienced on a smartphone because the stuff that a smartphone can do, the applications that it can run is quite unparalleled. That said, if you prefer a feature phone for whatever reason, we have a backup plan in place. Your mobile number would become your membership number. So each time you come to the cinema, in order to, so your whole process of becoming a member, registering yourself, etc. doesn't change. But once you become a member, because you don't have a smartphone, you'll not be able to download PVR app or a Book My Show app. Your membership number would be your phone number. And whenever you come to PVR, all you need to do is to remember to carry your phone, and which most people do in any case. With each transaction, you would tag your phone number, and we keep adding points to your account. And once it reaches 50 points, which is the threshold number, and 50 points is equal to 50 rupees, we send you an e-voucher. And in this case, the e-voucher will not be a QR code, but it'll be like a unique, multi-letters or a mix of letters and numbers, and which will be fairly unique. You come to the cinema, share that unique code with us, and you get a discount.
All right. So now, from everything that we've learned out here, you said trends are something that are interesting, but not something that you want to concentrate on. So let me now ask you a crystal ball gazing question about the future. Okay. So they do this for 2 years. They have the most incredible data. I mean, let's do the multiplication. We're talking about what 160, some major crores that have actually seen movies here. All that is crunched. Artificial intelligence is used. Aamir intelligence is used. All of that is put in. All the AIs are put in. And then the machine writes a script based on those crores of people that have walked in. Okay. Would you act in that movie?
If it's a script that touches my heart and moves me, I would. It doesn't
matter.
Script
that touches 16 crore people's hearts.
No. Potentially.
Potentially, absolutely.
It's based on that. It's based on past data. So ultimately, whether the script is written by a computer, whether it's written by a human being, as far as I'm concerned, it doesn't matter to me. It's something that should touch my heart. It's something that should excite me, entertain me, move me. And then it could be written by anyone. And I'm on for it. Because it excites me.
So the answer is it could.
It could.
Okay, so
It would have to go through the same process.
But maybe gives me hope that we will finally have a movie that is written by a machine but acted with Aamir Khan. I mean, that could be the best experiment ever.
I know, why not? I mean, artificial intelligence, at one time we thought, you would never be able to, a computer would, because chess is a very complicated game. We thought it would never be able to beat a human. But it does now.
Regularly, that's the worst part. Regularly, every single time.
And we thought that machines would not be able to create music. And today, artificial intelligence is creating music, and you can't tell the difference between a Mozart symphony and one created by the machine. You can't tell the difference. Yeah, you can't. Yeah.
So, I think, Kamal, you have a very quick presentation to take us through how this will work, and then we also know that there is a very special privileged customer who will become customer number one, right, for this.
I also just want to, because Aamir has taken the time out, and I just want to thank him, and also want to talk about his movie which is coming, Secret Superstar. So it's coming on the 19th, and I want to wish on behalf of everybody here and the entire PVR team, absolutely best of luck.
Thanks, Ajay. Thanks.
Looking forward to that.
And thank you. This also happens to be 10 years of Karizani.
Oh, it does, yeah.
Okay.
Today?
This year.
This year?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Actually, in December it will be, no? 10 years.
Right, in December.
In
So
December.
everybody behind the movies here, are we announcing Tare Zameen Pe 2? Right? That's the perfect platform.
The AI comes up with
That's the script we're looking for.
Rajiv, as exhibitors, we know there is one secret where there is no ambiguity as to who the superstar in film business is.
Yeah.
On that, there is no
There's no secret there, huh?
So, for last 20 years, we've been getting a lot of support, lot of patronage from moviegoers all over the country. Yeah. And with PVR Privilege, which is our loyalty program, a completely digital loyalty program, we have an opportunity now, and which is what we are really excited about, to give back something to our customers, to reciprocate all the support that we've been getting. Also, in addition, we've been getting a lot of feedback from the regulars at PVR who came and who told us that they would like to be treated differently vis-a-vis the occasional visitors. So people who are coming 10 times a year, and they said, boss, you don't even recognize who I am. Your manager should at least know, he should know my face, and hopefully he should know my name, and there should be some recognition. And, stretching the argument further, there should be some reward for what I do for you in terms of patronage. So PVR Privilege is also a sort of response to that feedback, and with the launch today, PVR Privilege, the loyalty program, would be available across all PVR cinemas in the country. Like all good loyalty programs, our objective is also retain the existing customers with this loyalty program. Also go a step forward and attract some new customers to the program. The strategy that we followed, which is very similar to the architecture of the program, which is to keep it intuitive and simple, is to have a +1 approach where we are hoping and we are striving towards getting an incremental admission and incremental F&B transaction from each member every year. Also, the program solves another big challenge that most businesses have today, and not just our business, almost all business have this challenge, which is to sort of have a direct contact and communication with the customers. And what happens with this direct contact and communication is that we collect a lot of data, and hopefully this data, when we run our CRM, the backend CRM system, do analytics, gives us the ability to augment our effort to also make ourselves more relevant for the advertisers. You all probably know that advertising is a very critical part of revenue component in exhibition business. and we are constantly working towards becoming a more important, more solid platform of advertising for advertisers. We've been working on it for almost a year, and in order to be relevant to the current habits, the current technology trends, we've tried to leverage the best technology possible. Also, we decided to go 100% digital because we figured everyone has moved to handheld devices. People are engaging, doing so much of e-commerce, so much of social networking, using their handheld devices, so which is the reason we decided to go 100% digital. And what that does is that you don't have to fill up a lengthy physical form. We don't post you a plastic card. And more importantly, you don't have to remember to carry the loyalty program each time you come to a cinema. Your phone, smartphone or feature phone, whatever the case is, becomes your membership card or your membership number. And each time you come to the cinema, you tag the transaction with your membership card or membership number, and we keep storing your data. You keep earning points, and once you reach 50 points, which is equal to 50 rupees, we automatically generate an e-voucher and send it to you. Again, we've tried to keep the program really simple so that you don't have to keep a track as a member of how many points you have and so on and so forth. The system does that for you and automatically functions in a manner where we keep sending you e-vouchers and reminders in case if you're not using those e-vouchers. We offer convenience of enrolling through multi-channels. We are channel agnostic, so whether it's our friends who aggregate tickets like Book My Show, Paytm, Ticket New, or our own digital platforms, or the physical cinemas. You can enroll anywhere, and of course, on every F&B transaction, every ticket transaction, you have an opportunity to earn points, also redeem points. Well, in terms of features, there is a membership fee, but in order to mitigate the membership fee and reduce the entry barrier, we give you F&B vouchers which are equal to the membership fee that you pay us. So for all practical purposes, zero entry fee to become a member to the program. And like I mentioned earlier, that with each transaction, we give you a cashback of 5%. These are instant rewards. You reach the threshold of 50, we send you an e-voucher, you come to us, transact at the box office or concession, you can redeem your points. This program, and of course there are more benefits that I can speak about, but I was told by Rajiv that we should really compress it and keep it very tight. So, we've tried to the big commercial or the long-term impact of the program that we are seeking is to collect a lot of rich, granular transaction data. And we believe that with the knowledge of how people behave and why they watch certain films and what they're looking for a cinema, what they don't like in a cinema, with that knowledge and with our knowledge of what forthcoming films are and what sort of marketing those films are doing, we release almost close to 900 films a year. And not every film comes with a huge marketing budget. So it's important for us to really know what kind of films you like as a member, and then figure out films which don't have marketing budget to reach you, to ensure that we send you that information in a very targeted, precise manner, in a very timely fashion, so that you get the film that you wanted to watch and we get more visitations. Well, these are snapshots of the registration process. Again, we've kept the program really simple. Within 60 to 90 seconds, you become a member. And with the first transaction, you start earning points. Snapshot of, in case if you have a smartphone, this is how the membership card will look like. The picture on the left. The picture in the middle is the e-voucher that I spoke about, which will be automatically generating and emailing it to you, SMSing it to you, and also putting it on the app. So you don't really have to do anything or remember anything. All you need to do is to carry your phone, and then the rest, as you go, everything will be told to you. Everything will be understood in a very intuitive, simplistic fashion. To end, a special mention to my colleagues Aman and Rajat, who've been working tirelessly for more than a year. So wherever you are, if you can.
Can I also ask them to come here, please?
That's Aman.
Just to congratulate them because they've really been working.
Let's give them a big hand. 1 year of work.
Both Aman and Rajat have been true architects of this.
Okay, on that note, back to you, Rajiv.